So this is gonna be more of a rant video than anything, but I just played Skate, the new one that's out of sorts. It's still in early access, and it's been in early access for a long time now. But I finally gave it a shot because I played Skate 3 for the longest time, and I still do from time to time. I played it like first back in high school, and I absolutely fucking love that game. So I was pretty excited for the new Skate to come out. And the only reason why I just tried it is because it was in early access forever, and I just kind of wanted to wait for the full thing to be out. But, anyways, I just tried it, and I have a few gripes, I guess we can say. I'll start off with the good, just because it controls really well. The flow and the movement and doing the tricks and everything. Everything feels really great. I have nothing really to say about that. Also, the online seems pretty lively. It's really cool to play Skate where it's actually an alive community instead of, Skate 3s from, I don't know, 2009, where it's not really, nobody's really online and you only get those like AI bots of your friends, which is pretty cool, but it's cool to actually play with people online. They also added climbing into the game, which I think is actually pretty cool. Scaling like top of buildings, jumping off and skating down. That's a pretty cool aspect I think that they added. So, I guess kudos to them. I'll also start with the mixed feelings I have about it. There's this little thing that you can do now where in the previous games you have music and whatever, you just kind of have it on, but I usually turn it off anyways, and play my own music. But in this one, it's kind of fun. You go around and you can hunt for different music. I thought that was kind of clever and interesting. The music is fine. Nothing really that crazy. The other thing I would say is that it's been in early access forever, so which is kind of weird to me. So with starting with the bad now, I guess, in my opinion, I fucking hate the character designs. I really, really dislike it. It's not the biggest gripe I have a video game, but I just don't like that square cartoony style. I think they kind of did the same thing in was it Dragon Age Inquisition and something like, and there was another game that they did that with, and I don't know, it's something about it. It's just I don't really like it. Obviously, it's not the worst, thing coming out of this right now. The other thing is that it is online only. With it being in early access, it's only online only, so you need a constant internet connection to play it, which is fine, whatever. I'm lucky enough to have a constant internet access, but I just find it, odd. But then again, it is still in early access, so I can't really bitch that much about it. Now, really getting into the meat of it, the tutorial. So off rip, you jump in the game, and it's asked you if you've played the previous Skate games before, and I said, yeah, I did. And even though with that, they made me go through this long, tedious, redundant, boring tutorial, and whatever, I was like, I'll get through it, and then I can get to the meat of the game. But it was pretty lengthy, and I don't know what the point of asking me, hey, have you played this before? Cool, you get it. Here's a fucking tutorial. Just weird. Now, one of my minor gripes, I think, with it is also I can't really, pin them on the stake for it or whatever right now. But there's a lot of little quality of life or not quality of life, kind of like game important game features in it that I say is missing. I think the biggest one is the Hall of Meat. I think that was one of my favorite game challenges or whatever. The premise is to like break as many bones as you can and score points doing that. It would be pretty fun just jumping off the top of a fucking building and breaking the bones so you can like see it inside the body and all the different aspects of it breaking. I mean, that was really cool. I really like that part. And there's other couple of game modes missing. I think it was literally called Skate, where you face off with somebody else and you kind of do tricks in a row. It's like horse. It's like horse, but for skate. So they're missing that. Also, another one I thought was kind of funny. I gotta look back into it, but you can't hang off the back of cars and like hitch a ride anymore, which I think that was also one of my favorite things, especially when you got to like the bottom of that one area. It's like a huge hill and there's a skate park at the bottom, and If you wanted to get back up, you can just hitch a ride off of one of the cars, constantly looping through. And I thought that was really fun. So that's missing right now. Another thing is you can't fight people. I thought that was also kind of silly. I That was one of my favorite things to do, and it just like fight people, and it would be the craziest thing. You would fight them, and after a certain point, you would aggro them, and they would like pull out a taser and just tase you, and it was the funniest shit ever. With that, I think I have more hope. It is still in early access. They could probably add those still things in, but I thought that was very noticeable of those not being there. All right, now getting into the real big shit. Right when you jump into the game, you're met with this, I don't even know, this AI voice bot companion called V or something. It was very jarring just having this weird AI bot guide you through where I remember last time in Skate 3, it was Coach Frank, and I don't know, it was very quirky and funny, and it was, I'm forgetting the actor's name right now. He played it really well, and I'm pretty sure he is a skater in real life, so I think that was, like, such a cool part to have him in the game and as a coach character, coaching you through the tutorial. So it was a weird switch for me from going so organic and hey, this is an actor who actually skates IRL and he's gonna play this coach character and just like it was nice fun. It was fun to going now to this AI voice bot who was so fucking annoying throughout the game. Once you get past the tutorial, there's more fucking tutorial, of course, of doing challenges, but I don't know. Say if you go free skate, you'll go, I don't know, hit a jump or whatever, and the bot will be like, wow, nice trick, in that fucking monotone voice, and it was weird. I remember I was playing, and I was trying to fight someone to see if, you could fight somebody, and I remember just like, I don't know, rolling into them, you can't, so I'm just like rolling into them, and I'm still knocking them over, I'm still being a nuisance or whatever, but then all of a sudden, the AI voice bot comes out of nowhere and is like, wow, is that pedestrian mean mugging you? Yeah, they deserve it, or I don't know, some fucking shit. And it's just weird. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's a real AI bot or it's a actor putting on this voice, but it's super weird that it's monitoring what I do and commenting on that.
Oh, hey! Oh,
Did that pedestrian mean mug you? Perhaps they served you a little side eye?
yo!
Luckily enough, you can turn it off, but I tried playing again today, and first I reset the settings for the music, so I wanted to listen to some of the music to see what they had in it. But for some reason, it glitched out, and I can't turn off the AI voice bot now, so she constantly is commenting on what I do, and it's just such a fucking annoyance and nuisance. It's just like really, it's freaky. It's freaky. I don't want an AI voice bot following me around and skate. Like, it just seems weird. Just so, I don't even know. But now I would also say this is one of the other biggest gripes I would have with the game. The other big gripe I have in the game is the customization. For those of you who haven't played Skate 3, when you loaded in, you had a bunch of already, t-shirts and hats and shoes and boards and decks and wheels at your disposal to customize through and change through. But, you would have some things that were locked behind challenges. So, all you have to, I don't know, do a Hall of Meat challenge to get the skeleton pants or whatever the fuck. But it was, it was fine. You actually had to play the game and, accomplish something, overcome a challenge to unlock this clothing. It was more of an achievement and a staple to wear these clothes and unlock them, and it felt like an accomplishment. But within this game, they now have season passes, kind of like a fucking battle pass. When I first saw that, it just kind of threw me off. I feel like Skate's probably one of the last games you should do that with. It just feels so lifeless. Okay, so I want a fucking, I don't know, a Thrasher shirt. guess what? It's in the battle pass. So I have to unlock the battle pass and oh, it's the third page of the battle pass, so I have to go through the whole fucking other shits I don't want. These, like, ugly ass shoes or whatever. Like, I have to go through and buy things that I don't want and grind for things. And they're trying to give me FOMO, because guess what? It's Season 3. Season 3 only lasts so long. But that was just such a fucking turnoff to me. Not only that, but they have loot boxes in the game. Like, I can't believe it. They have loot boxes in the game. So, basically, there's, like, these stores in the map, and you go to it, and after a certain amount of leveling up or whatever, you have this currency, and you can go to the store, and you buy loot boxes to unlock different clothes. But, I don't know what the fuck I'm getting because it's a fucking loot box. They say that, you can't get duplicates, so wow, thanks, I guess, but I'm still spending money on shit I don't really want. Like, I don't really want another pair of socks or this hat. I want this specific shirt. Or, hey, guess what? I want a fucking deck to customize. But no, so they have to go through different loot boxes, and I just thought that was insane. One other thing is that this game has 3 different types of currency. So, I remember I was playing the game, and I had a lot of money. I don't know, whatever it was. It was the gold shit, I think. And I was like, wow, I can go, buy some shit, because my guy had, like, no drip. So I was really excited. So I went, there's an in-game store you can go to, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, I don't have the money for it. It's like this purple whatever dollars or some shit. There's 3 different kinds, so, but in the shop, it's this one specific one. And I didn't realize I had any, so I was trying to look on the challenge map to see if there was any way I can earn it. But for the most part, it looks like you have to buy the currency to get whatever you want in the shop. And it's just insane. I don't know. It's just, it feels so lifeless and so derivative of what Skate 3 was. I remember the whole premise of the first, or the third Skate was that you have to sell a certain amount of boards and do cool shit and, like, build up your brand and your team. And it was, it was a fine story. It was a cool premise. But in this, it's just, I don't know. It just feels like a fucking mobile game, Like, I don't know. What's that one game where you have to pay the diamonds to, I don't know, go on the date or some shit? That's exactly what it feels like, but now I can't customize, my character to how I want. I have to buy a loot box or grind in the season pass or whatever the fuck. So, yeah, it's just really unfortunate that, to no one's surprise, that EA is making this such a money-grabbing thing, and it's been in early access forever, and there's season passes, and it just feels so lifeless and derivative of what made Skate 3 so good. Besides all my bitching and such, it still plays really fun. If you want to go online and play with your friends, it's still good enough to play. Like, it feels good. It's just, I feel it lost its flavor and its style and what made it Skate to begin with. So yeah, I doubt it, but I'm hoping, they kind of take that out and it goes back to reward-based challenge, you can get this deck from doing this challenge, or, this hat or whatever the fuck. But yeah, I think between, the battle pass season shit and the AI voice bot, it just feels really corporate. I guess that's the best way I can put it, I guess. It just feels like they're taking such a beloved IP and squeezing as much money and joy out of this new early access new skate game as they can, and really trying to take advantage of, returning players and even new ones. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate. I hope it changes. If not, I always got Skate 3. So yeah, rant's over.